just for nothing, right? Right? So instead of just a plain T-shirt, that's what made Ralph Lauren $6 billion man. He had his ties, and everybody else just had plain ties, right? Ralph Lauren said, you know what? I'm just going to put the little horse on my tie. And first, people didn't want to deal with it. But after he got that first success, after he said, you know what? People want to be seen as different. People want to be special. That's why everybody's got their own individual style. Ralph Lauren picked up on that. And he said, instead of just giving people a plain tie, I'm going to give people a tie with a little logo on it that they can make themselves feel important. But that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to be special. Everybody wants people to be attracted to them. Whether they're going to admit it or not, that's the reality. Okay, we can agree to disagree. But everybody wants, what makes us human, right? The difference between animals and humans is that usually animals are sold, not always, but animals do things on their own. But as mammals evolve, they realize that coming together in a pack, they could hunt better. They would have social interaction. People love their family. They would have extended family. That's why Facebook is such an incredibly valuable tool to people. Well, that's a whole other thing. But Facebook or MySpace or LinkedIn, it's the whole thing about relationships. And let me tell you something, business is all relationships. So the people that you're in this room with today, 10 years from now, because you know them and you went to school together, when you start your own company in hair care and you start your own company in clothing, you're going to have to help each other. You owe it to each other that when your friend calls you from high school, you say, what do you need? I'll get it done. So when Mr. Coca-Cola calls Mr. Walmart because they went to Harvard University together, they says, listen, I need my Coca-Cola on the shelf before Pepsi. And you and I went to school together. I helped you cheat on your exam. You better do it for me. That's how business gets done. And you all have relationships with each other. So you all owe it to each other to help each other. You understand? Does this make sense? Yeah. All right? So Mr. Ralph Lauren, as I was saying, he's identified that people want to brand themselves. All right? Puffy wants to call himself, no, don't call me Puffy anymore, call me P. Diddy. All right? Everybody comes out with their, now that's me. You see me, when you see the sign, when you see the logo, anytime you see a trumpet player leaning back like that, that's an insignia for Miles Davis. It's called a logo. It's an image that represents you. It's a cliche for success. It precedes you. It's information that people, as soon as people see that, oh no, that's, what's your name? That's Michelle. Michelle came up with that. Don't even try to use, that's Michelle's. Michelle's name, if you want to even use Michelle's name, you got to pay her $1 million. Her name is copywritten. Jennifer Lopez insures her derrière. Right? That's hers. That's mine. That's insured. It's branded.
You can't
it
talk
costs money.
about paying technology.
You can't talk about it. You can't even take a picture of it without. All right? Well, I owe her $10. All right?
What?
Now, once you have, listen, this is the good part. This is the part that's good. Once you have this commodity, and this commodity could be you could reinvent yourself. People could be attracted to you, like you're an actor. All right? The 5th largest economy in the world is California. And you know what commodity they're selling? They're selling human stars, celebrities, in multi-billion-dollar blockbuster movies to the world. All right? So you are really the commodity. This school, what commodity is this school selling? No, it's selling you. You guys are the commodity. This school is re-engineering you with information. All right? And it's going to sell you to either a college, but ultimately to the people of the world who have these money machines. And they're going to buy you and put you in their money machine. Some of them, they're either going to buy you because they want you to create, or they want you to sell. All right? They're going to put you, whether you're a publicist, you're a publicist, you're a salesperson. If you're a musician, you're a creator. You're creating music. It's either one of those two things. No matter what you think you go to college for, somewhere along the line, you're either going to be in the creation side or the sales side. So this school is here to redesign you and then sell you to corporate America for $60,000, $100,000, $200,000 a year. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Do you understand where I'm going with this, okay? So once this school has created you, companies are going to come, recruiters are going to come to this school, and they're going to say, I want to know who the most talented, passionate, and the geniuses are at your school. The people who are paying attention in these sorts of lectures, right? This young lady over here with her hand on her head, if I was a recruiter, I would probably think that she's not too passionate. She might be, she probably is, but she's not passionate about this. All right? She feels that this is not valuable to her. She may be if you're talking about what do you like? What do you like to do? What do you like to do? You like texting?
Yeah.
You like to communicate?
Yeah.
All right. In any company, they have a communications VP of communications. That person is responsible for all emails, text messages. When the stockbrokers come and they want to analyze the stock, they talk to that person. How much money that person makes a year? About $8 million a year. For Pfizer, I know a girl who works for Pfizer. Her boss makes $8 million a year. All right. So if you like to, she gets paid $8 million a year. She's responsible for all the information that's coming in and out of the company. All right. So all of your life, everything that you do in life is relative. It comes to this. Wait. No, she has somebody to do that for her. But she's responsible for writing the script for the people who answer the phone. If they answer the phone and say something crazy, she's fired. She has to listen to them and make sure that they're represented. When you have the customer say, hello, you're welcome to Hewlett Packard, how can I help you? It's that person who told her exactly how to speak.
What's Hewlett Packard?
Hewlett Packard is the company that makes computers. They may even make this. Hitachi, this is Hitachi, okay? All right, these are called VP of communication. They report right to the person who created the company. All right? So if you like to text and you like that, the communications is the most powerful major to that because the most powerful tool known to man is the spoken word. You understand? It's not a gun, it's not a bomb, it's the words that come out of your mouth. Okay? So if you're passionate about that, God bless you. So once you have this commodity, now this is the good part, this is when all the relationships come to you. And they'll see your commodity, they'll see your, and they'll say, oh, what's your name? What's your name? Ariel, you have, what do you like? What do you like, Ariel? What do you think is the most interesting thing about you?
Soccer.
He's a soccer player. He's a good
You're a soccer player. Ariel is brilliant, right? He's talented. Right? He's talented. They're like, Ariel, we want to offer you. Uriel. I'm so sorry. They'll say, Uriel, we want to offer you a $9 million endorsement deal to wear our Fila sneakers. And you're going to get free Fila sweatsuits. We're going to put you on a Fila plane. We're going to have a limo take you around. We're going to do photo shoots all day. All we want you to do is just kick the ball and say, I love Fila. That's all you got to do. And then they're going to take that picture of Ariel. They're going to take that picture of Uriel, right? And they're going to take it and they're going to blast it out, information to sell. They're going to blast it out over the TV, because Uriel is the commodity. Uriel is the commodity now. They're going to blast it out over the TV, and it's going to create relationships with millions of people that want to be like Uriel. Stop. All right, you understand? You understand that? All right, so what we need to do now is everybody in this room right now should be thinking about how can I make my own money machine? What do I have at my disposal that's valuable? What information do I have? What makes me a commodity? What is my talent? All right, talent is defined as, most people talk about talent, they don't know what it is. Right? But talent is your ability to process information. Listen, guys, listen, this is important, all right? Talent is your ability to process information and then act on it as quickly as possible to produce success. So, Uriel, okay? Uriel, you kick the ball to him, 90 miles an hour, you kick the ball to him, he catches it off his foot, puts it back down, kicks it back to you. He's talented. He can process the information about the ball coming at him, and he can grab it, and he can react and get it back to you successfully. First time. This young lady, she's good at texting. She can send somebody a text message. Everybody here might send a text message. Nobody's going to respond. She can send a text message to Barack Obama, and he'll respond. She knows how to push his buttons. She's talented. All right? All right? That's talent. People will pay for that. I'll pay for that. I would pay money for that. Big money. All right? So let's talk. What's your name? Anthony. What do you think? What's your talent? No, everybody has a talent.
Swimming.
Swimming? Okay. All right. Swimming. Let's think about. I mean, that's great. All right, that's an incredible talent. You don't swim?
It's such a
What's
lie.
your talent?
Yes, you do, man.
What do you think your talent is? Smoking? All right. Well, that's not good. Hold on. All right. The great news is that if you feel like you don't have a talent, first thing, everybody has a talent. All right? Now, there's a thing in the book I call passion fruit. Right? Your passion for something. Right? So, hypothetically, I used to play guitar. Right? And I used to go to this guitar lessons, and I hated it because my teacher was just hard on me all the time. You made a mistake here, you made a mistake there. Right? And I had no passion for it. But then I went away to college, and I saw this guy playing a guitar, and he was playing it, playing music that I appreciated. And I would stay up for 9 hours a day, sleep for 2, and then wake up again. Some music would wake me up out of my head, and I'd play music until my fingers bled. I was passionate about it. All right? What passion does is when you tap into what you're passionate about, it helps you to do something called repeat. Again and again. And you take your failures and your successes, and before you know it, over time of repetition, you come up with that stroke of genius. But if you're not passionate about something, you'll never, ever find it. And all the people who are successful, whether it's Ralph Lauren's daughter who's passionate about candy, right? She's got a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar company now selling candy.
What kind of candy? What's the name of it?
You don't go into all the malls? She has a candy store.
Oh yeah, and a Tenga outlet there.
That's Ralph Lauren's daughter's store. All right?
I noticed.
She took all the relationships that her father had, and she created her own candy shop.
Well, it sent out easier because their father was right?
Exactly.
That's good.
Exactly. So you have to do this so that the young people that are coming up under you, you're going to be able to hand over all of your information, all of your commodities, and most importantly, all of your relationships to them to make their life easy for you. But you're going to make their life easy. But it's not going to be easy. They're still going to have to come up with that product. They're still going to have to turn themselves into a commodity. If you don't find your passion, it is impossible to do this. All right? So you have to pay attention. That's what school is here to do. School is here for two things. People say, go to school. Does everybody understand this?
Yes.
Do you see this as valuable? Or you can tell me the truth. Who doesn't think this is valuable? Who thinks this is BS? Tell me what you don't think.